Hi, smart like me. Would you like to run a business like me, or would you like to contribute globally? If yes, then this video is especially for you. So don't forget to subscribe, comment, and share. If you want to be smart, if you want to lead in your field, then the only thing you need is knowledge. You need to learn fast, you need to learn more. Today, I would like to show you how I use artificial intelligence to learn faster than ever. Yes, I have read more than 1,500 books from the field of self-help, business management, technology, history, geography, and finance, and then books on different subjects like creativity, art, right? And then I went in domain like innovation or different fields, like I have knowledge across various domains. So today I would like to show you now how I use artificial intelligence to grow my knowledge faster than ever. So today's topic is smarter learning with AI tools and strategies. I'm not only going to talk about the theoretical part, but I'm going to show you the you know the practical part as well. In today's current education system, we have so many problems. So why learnings feel broken today? First of all, it's information overload. There are too many sources, right? And that create confusion, chaos, and noise. Second, traditional learning is very slow and linear. However, if you want to be with the pace of technology, then you need exponential way of learning. Next, lack of personalized guidance. The missing part is personalized guidance. And most importantly, AI can fix all these problems. So if you are struggling with learnings, challenges, or if you have coming exams, or you want to be the top performer of your company or your team, then this lecture is for you. Let's what we can do with artificial intelligence. The first is we can use artificial intelligence to summarize complex information for us, like turn long text into clear summaries. You can give text like, hey, summarize this 40-page AI paper into 10 beginner-friendly bullet points. But what tool you can use? You can use ChatGPT or Perplexity, and these both are really good tools to do this thing for you. Or you can make your own prompts like, I would like to learn about the financial history of the world since World War II. Please teach me like I am a beginner. That's it. This prompt will help you get the entire summary of World War II financial history since World War II. You can change this to World War One as well, or you can say from the beginning of 19th century, or from the beginning of 18th century, or from the beginning of 20th century, or from the beginning of 21st century. Whatever the way you want to use it, you can use it. Okay, so now is the time when we should leave those traditional methods of learning. I have seen all three phases of learning. One, when visited, maybe you remember, when you visited library and to check the entire section, and then you picked a couple of books, then you checked every particular page to find the right article or the right paragraph. I have seen that time when I used to, search for books for probably hours, and then just to read one paragraph. Then I had access to Google, right? And then from the help of Google, it became really easy because you don't need to search for books. Google gave you the link directly. But the challenge was after reading those, Google recommendations pages, you have to make your own notes, and then you have to connect the dots, because if you are not making the notes, you can't connect the dots. There are people who try to learn everything from reels and YouTube shorts. Remember, if you are learning like this, then this learning will not give you the wisdom or proper insights about the domain, or you will not be the top performer of your domain. Remember, still, I started this in 2008, and still I invest a lot of money in getting the right journals, or notebooks to make these notes for me. I do that. And one day I'm going to show you my collection of my notes or journals. Okay. And it's really use. So that's what you can do. You can summarize any particular article by just by giving the link to ChatGPT or by giving any particular articles, or you can go, as a fresher as well, explaining concepts in my style. AI adapts to your level. You don't need to adapt to AI level. When we were learning from Google, we had to adapt according to those recommendations by Google. Now we don't need it. You can say, explain quantum computing as if I am a business student. It can make your hard topics really relatable. Let's try this prompt. Let's try this prompt to see how it will work for us. Here is something I was just trying something. I was just testing something for you. I have already tested this thing for you. I would like to learn about the financial history of the world since World War II. Teach me like I'm a beginner in bullet points. So from 1940 to 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2010, 20s, everything has been covered. Now let's try this particular prompt, explain quantum computing as if I'm a business student. The basic classic computers process information. Quantum computers are qubits. They can 0, 1. White matters in business terms, business applications, the current realities, business takeaways, and everything has been covered, right? Or what, let's say you are a student of quantum computing. You are a student of business, but you want to learn quantum computing. So how we can do that? Explain business as if I am a quantum computing student. It is with artificial intelligence, only your creativity is the limit. Only your creativity is the limit. Each company is like a quantum system made of many intersecting qubits. Employees, capital, customers, and products are the qubits, and everything has been explained. Or you can make some changes like explain art like I am a student, like I'm a student of technology. This is really hard for tech people to understand the gist of art. Remember, uh, as if I'm whatever, why were any anything. Okay. Then I did my graduation and post graduation, BTech and tech. I was good with technology. Okay, I was good with technology, but I was not awesome. So what I did to become good to great, right? Maybe you have read that book, Good to Great. I started learning art as well. And for months, I started making different graphics. Just without any, work or without any task, I started making graphics and I made numbers of graphics to understand the gist of art, why we take a particular line, why we need to have, different type of fonts. What is the point of using different color combination? Why we give the curve shape and everything? Okay, so explain art as if I am a student of technology. Art is equal to human operating system. Art is equal to data comparison. Art is user interface. Art is parallel processing. Art open source innovation. So you can learn any particular subject. And not only in ChatGPT, you can try Perplexity as well and other tools as well. So now the only limit is your own creativity. And remember, creativity no one can teach. Active learning with AI tutor. Ask AI to quiz you for recall. Remember, it's not just about learning, it's about learning in such a way. It's not about gathering information, it's about learning in such a way that you can adapt yourself to it, or you can make that learning part of your life, part of your work, part of your overall culture. So you can do ask me 10 questions on neural network with increasing difficulty. Okay. It will convert your passive reading into active memory building. Whenever you are just finished with one article or a particular chapter or a subject, just say, hey, ask me 10 questions on this particular subject with increasing difficulty. So the first question will be very easy. Second question will be a bit hard. Third question will be a bit hard, and you will get the gist of it. Visual learning with AI tools. Use Gamma, Tom, Canva AI. Okay. Let's say you have learned something. Now you can go to these particular tools to create your own graphics, characteristic curves to understand it. Or you can create visual slides and diagrams to understand everything completely. Remember, don't learn for the sake of learning. Learn for the sake of changing your whole life. And it will help with faster retention and recall. Remember, what you read, what you teach, you learn. But what you draw, what create in forms of art, that will be with you, that will be part of you forever. Whenever you are going to see my notes, there you will see lots of creativity, like using different pens, pencils, and many times creating different diagrams as well. So how applying knowledge immediately? AI builds projects and real world scenarios. So once you have gone through all these questions, hey, ask me these 10 questions, from with the perspective of increasing difficulties, next concept is create a real world project idea where I apply ML in agriculture, or you can go ahead with a different prompt as well. Okay, just give me a second. Give me a real world problem where I can apply my knowledge. Then here you can add your subjects, whatever your subject is. I will share my answer with you so that you can evaluate my learning or understanding of the subject. So what it will do for you, it will create a real world scenario, real world problem where of subject. Here, just mention your subject. And then you will share your answer with ChatGPT. ChatGPT is going to evaluate your answer, right? Or what you can do, you can use a different prompt. Let's say you have learned any particular subject, team building. Okay, this is really a difficult task. Give me a real world team building problem, and I will share my opinion or a solution with you so that you can evaluate my approach. Or you can go ahead with any particular question. Remember, first learn, then test, then go to visuals to create some visuals to make it permanent, right? And then test your knowledge with some questions. The last, prepare some solutions for real world problem scenarios. Okay, that will literally change. What are the productivity hacks for learning? These are simple but most effective hacks. There is a saying in US Navy SEAL, okay, US Army Navy SEAL. They have a saying that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Slow is smooth is fast actually, and that's true. So productivity hacks for learning, time blocking prompts, schedule your study. You are working, you are busy in your corporate projects, you have multiple tasks, you have to manage multiple teams, and then you travel back and forth from office to home, and then you have to manage kids, families, love life, everything. So maybe it's not possible to give 2 hours every day, but at least schedule 20 minutes a day. Then use 80-20 prompts. Find high impact topics. Don't start with, hey, start with some random. Go with 80-20 principles, which state that 20% of activities actually give us 80% of results, or 20% of investment actually gives us 80% of return, or 20% of subjects give us 80% of knowledge or information or promotion. So first find out what are the most impacting topic for you. Then use AI mnemonics, analogies to boost your memory. That will literally boost your productivity and your life. What is ideal AI learning routine? Pick a topic, ask AI to build a 30-day curriculum for you to learn. And to be very frank, give the task, like give me a curriculum where I can spend only 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day. Let's go ahead with that. Daily cycle summarize business projects you can try, and then track your progress the way I have shown it. So why this work practically? Because to learn and to build a system, to build a culture, things should be in a flow for a long period of time. If you are learning 3 hours today and then you are not checking any book for next like 3 months, there is no point of that learning. However, if you give 20 minutes every day, just 20 minutes every day, you will have it. AI personalized to your pace. Let's AI personalized to your pace, cuts hours of note making and turn passive study into active mastery. That's why artificial intelligence works. And if you give 20 minutes a day, to be very frank, you will be far ahead of your peers if you use in the same method which I have shown to you. Use AI for summaries and creating projects, and like AI is your tutor. Shift from learning more to learning faster, and then retention. Remember, consistency is mastery. I have read more than 1,500 books. There was time when I was reading, you know, a book in every 2 days. Okay. But there was a time when I was in bed. I was in bed rest. And in those days, I was unable to read anything. I had to manage everything, right? But what helped me to be here where I am? It's consistency, it's mastery. Remember, I'm not coming from Silicon Valley background. I'm not sitting in some, I'm not from any billionaire background. Okay, or where I got legacy from anywhere. It was all consistency. I don't come from a Harvard background or Oxford background. Yes, I'm looking for any particular course in terms of, I am doing much in terms of artificial intelligence, but I want to learn more from management perspective. It's not that I'm lacking something, but I want to push my limits, right? So definitely one day I will do some form of course from Harvard, Oxford as well to learn more, right? But what make me who I am? It's consistency. Consistency build mastery. Remember, in execution, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. But in learning, consistency is mastery. And mastery make the change. Those who know 1, 2 subjects, they will not impact anything. Only masters make the moves. So what immediate action you can take? Pick one topic you have been putting off. Ask ChatGPT to create a 7-day mini course for you. Follow it, you will learn faster this week. Okay. And you can cover any particular topic. So what is my closing CTA to you? From the bottom of my heart, not just for the sake of making this video. I want to change, I want you to change your life. And I want to be that sport. I never got any sport throughout my life. So that's why I feel compelled to be that sport for those young people who are coming from such background where you don't get the right guidance, you don't have the right resources. Okay. To be very frank, it's very easy in today's time to make this channel go viral. Just just look for 1, 2 loopholes and talk about those loopholes and it will become viral. Okay. I'm not even talking about controversy. You don't need even to do the controversy to become viral. Just find some loopholes and talk about those loopholes and you will get the attention. I'm not here to get the attention. I'm here to change your life. Even if the one person is watching in the background, that person means a lot. So AI doesn't replace learning, it accelerates it. Use it to master skills in week, not years. Remember, only masters make the rule. And those who make the rules, they play their own game. That's why you need mastery. I don't read subjects, I do the mastery. Okay, that's why I'm able to make my own rules when it comes to make the rules. So comment what is the first topic you will learn with AI? Subject for weekly AI learning strategies. Subscribe now. ReThynk AI will be your one-step destination. And if you want to learn more, okay, these are the resources available by Team ReThynk AI, and I work in the background on all these projects. Okay, these are, if you want to read more, these are discussion paper from me, study paper. These are magazines available. This is my articles on developer communities. You can check them now. And these are our prompt collection for me. So finally, we have come to the end of another lecture. Remember, if someone has shown me this trick in 2008, I would have saved years of my life instead of learning in a very passive way. So this is another amazing lecture from ReThynk AI. This lecture has been researched and prepared by Team ReThynk AI. This presentation has been presented by me. I'm the founder director of ReThynk AI, researcher, keynote speaker, and author. And this presentation has been prepared by, the slide itself has been prepared by Vista Live Data. They are our marketing partner. With this lecture, I wish you a great day ahead. Take care of yourself. Don't stop learning. Learn, because first you learn, then you earn. If you want to have more earning, start learning. And if you have any question, comment, you can reach out to us. Thank you so much for your support, care, love, and I will see you soon in the next lecture. Take care of yourself.